Brought to you by
Oil Challenge packaged drinking water. लंबा था सफर अब लंबे हैं सिक्सर पूरी दुनिया में झंडे गाड़े हैं मिस्टर मैं नहीं तो कौन बे Royal Challenge packaged drinking water मैं नहीं तो कौन
Okay, viewers, so today I'm joined by Mr. Ian Martin, and Mr. Martin, I really wanted to understand, about your association. You are actually changing lives through cricket, but what triggered you, to be in this profession, give talent, find out talent, give platform to the players?
I think the motivation for me was the fact that I'd loved cricket all my life, and then I was struck down with a disability that's got worse over the years, and it stopped me playing the game. And when I found disability cricket, it was unstructured. There was a lot of enthusiastic people wanting to play the game, but it wasn't structured that well. So I set about trying to sort of structure out, really to make sure that if I was going to commit to the game, that I wanted it to be a properly run, well-structured sport. And this was a long time before governing bodies were involved or any sort of funding was allocated to it. I then got lucky in the ECB were looking for a national manager for all of disability cricket in England and Wales, and by that time I had relevant experience through doing community work with disability sports, and I applied for the job and I got it, and nearly 20 years later here I am.
One more thing, as an administrator, what challenges you obviously face? To bring athletes, bring cricketers, talk to their families, give them motivation, that you can do it actually.
I think my experience in England has been that you don't need to motivate the players. The players want to play the game. I think some of the challenges have been different people's attitudes towards disabled people and understanding what talents people with disabilities have got. And I don't think that's a cricket issue. I think it's a societal one. At the end of the day, people with disabilities have got as much right to play the game as anybody else. So their enthusiasm was a given. It was about breaking down barriers where groundsmen were allowing people with wheelchairs onto the wicket or onto the strip, and it was changing people's opinions about the abilities of people with disabilities.
Absolutely. And one more thing, there are so many formats in this kind of cricket. In England, you guys are already playing mixed disability cricket, but when it comes to India, it was their first experience when they played at Lords in different part of England. How exactly you are looking, India as a potential or as a hub of talent, to live their dream by playing cricket?
Yeah, absolutely. In India, there's no form of the game, whether it's male, female, or disability, that isn't going to move forward without a strong Indian setup. And disability cricket is no different. The talent pool here is amazing. It's huge. But what it needs is bringing together, and for people to see that there is a pathway towards representing India. Now, historically, India has delivered a deaf team and a blind team and a physical disability team. They've not been close enough with intellectual impairment, and mixed disability aims to change that, because the format of the sport is that you have to have at least 3 players of physical impairment, hearing impairment, and intellectual impairment in your starting 11. So even by participating in the series in England last year, India was offering opportunities to people with intellectual impairment that had never been seen before. So that was, a major change in what mixed disability cricket has brought to the cricket landscape. The main benefit of mixed disability cricket is that organisations such as ECB and BCCI, Cricket Australia, Cricket South Africa, now only have to deal with one mixed disability team and a blind team. Before, they were trying to fund and support 4 different teams with 4 different world bodies. It was unmanageable and unsustainable. And as a consequence of that, the disabled game hadn't moved forward in the last 20 or 30 years. I think we've made more strides in the last 12 months with mixed disability cricket, bringing it to the table and showing people what it's all about, than the other formats of the disabled game had made in the last 20 years.
What more can be done, for these cricketers, to give more opportunity, more platform? What more can be done?
Well, I think opportunities such as this, me talking to you here with India today, let's get the word out there. I think the series against England, India-England, is going to be broadcast on national TV. That sort of media platform showcasing the talent and the skills of these players, I think, is vital, because I think once people see it for the first time, it's not about the disability, it's about the cricket. And that's what everybody says. Once they've seen it, they're like, oh, well, these guys are just cricketers. And that's what it's all about. And it's a high standard of cricket as well. It's not poor cricket. It's very competitive and highly skilled.
Absolutely. And as far as India's cricket administration is concerned, how do you look at, India's development in this kind of cricket? The DCCI, they are actually trying hard, to give opportunity to their players, to give them platform. What's your view on India's administration as far as, this kind of cricket is concerned?
Oh, it's an interesting question. I think because of the size of India, there's historically been a number of different organisations all wanting to promote opportunities for people with disabilities to access the sport, all run by well-meaning volunteers, good people wanting to do the right thing. But historically, there was little support from BCCI. What we have now is DCCI, as a representative body of BCCI, trying to provide an organised and structured platform for people with disabilities to participate in the sport. And I think what I would like to see is all the other bodies get behind DCCI and support what they're trying to do. I feel sometimes that there's a lot of people wanting to be the main person or the top man, and that isn't beneficial to the players. This has to be about providing a platform for the players. It's not about administrators. Administrators' roles are to facilitate opportunities for players, not to seek glory for themselves. And I think with that sort of attitude, I think we can take the game to great places.
Well, absolutely, and I just hope that such kind of cricket will always be there, and administrators like Mr. Martin and Mr. Ravi Chauhan will definitely support this cricket. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
स्पोर्ट्स तक पर आपको न सिर्फ खबरें मिलेंगी बल्कि आपका ओपिनियन भी मैटर करता है। ये आप ही का मंच है। आइए बताइए भारतीय क्रिकेट टीम से आप क्या उम्मीद करते हैं। रहिए स्पोर्ट्स तक के साथ, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए स्पोर्ट्स तक को YouTube और Facebook पर।